Welcome to Unit 3.3. In this particular unit, we're going to look at the replace, find, substitute options in Excel. They're functions. These are very handy when you work with big data sets and you want to, for example, search for something and replace or substitute it with something else. So let's start with the replace function first. Let's have a look at this example. In column A, I've got all the values to modify, and I've got my answers there. And as you can see in this particular one, what I wanted to do was just, you'll see it's got 51, 60, 55, 48. These are results. What I want to do is just replace the first instance of that comma. So all the others need to stay the same, but just after the 51, as you can see over here, I've got a semicolon after the 51. Now let's just go and look at this just to start off with. We've got the function replace, and where it's alt text, what it's looking for is the values to modify. We select it. The next option says start number. Now if I look here, there's a 5, a 1, and that comma starts at a 3. So my start position is a 3. How many characters is it? Well, the comma is just one single character, and the new text would be a semicolon in quotations, and that would be my first formula. So let's give it a try. Equals replace. You could even click on the insert function. Where is my old text? We're going to click in A2. The start number, the comma starts 1, 2, 3 in from the left. How many characters? Well, the comma is just a single character, and my new text, I want to replace it with a semicolon, and OK. And as you can see in this particular example, the commas have been left, just the first one has been changed. The next one, I want to change all instances of the comma into a semicolon. Now, I definitely wouldn't use the replace function here. I would definitely use the substitute function. We're going to get to that in our next section. So for this particular example, you can see I have actually got 3 replaces. So I would say equals replace. Why 3? Because I've got 3 commas. Then I'd replace again, and I'd replace again. Old text. Let's go to our insert function. Our old text would be A3. My start number, and this is going to be for the first one. My start number would be 3, just like the last time, 3 in. Comma is 1 character, and my new text would be a semicolon. Okay, and you can see it's not working because we have not done the rest of the replace. So let's click after the close bracket and comma. Now it's asking for the start number of the second one, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number of characters would also be 1. And new text would be a semicolon in quotations. Let's close off for that replace, comma, and our last one, our next start one would be 3, 6, it would be 9. That's where our next comma is. My number of characters would also be 1, and I would replace it with a semicolon. Enter. I'm going to let it repair it for me by closing the brackets at the end, and you'll see now all 4 of them have been replaced with a semicolon. But like I said, I would have used the substitute function over here. Let's look at this example. It says no symptoms, no underscore symptoms. In this particular case, I'd want to replace the underscore with a space. And as you can see, if we look at our formula, replace, there's our old text, our start number, our underscore starts at position 3. It's also a single character, and then to replace it, I just want a space, which I would put in quotation marks there. So let's try this one. Replace, no symptoms would be our old text. Our start number, the underscore starts at 3. How many characters? 1. And our new text will be a space within quotations. And as you can see, it's removed it. Now, my only problem is with the next one. Let's say, for example, we have to give it a starting point, which is 3 in this particular example. But with denies, it's probably about the 7th character. So if I had to try and copy this down, you can see it put a space in completely the wrong place over here. So what would we do over here? Let's have a look at our formula. We would combine it with the find formula. So I'd say replace alt text, which is A5, and then I would find the character underscore. That's find the text within the text in A5. And then once I've done that and closed off for find, I would comma, and then it says where does it start? Okay, so the first instance of it, number of characters 1, new text, a space. So let's give that a try. Equals, replace, where's the old text? Over here, comma, and instead of giving it a starting number, I'm going to put in the function find. Find what text? Well, we're going to find the underscore. So instead of giving it a start position, we're basically saying go and search for it. Comma, within what text? That text. Close my bracket, comma. Number of characters, it's still, that underscore is 1 single character, and replace it with a space. And there you will see now I could use it for the no symptoms as well, because it's going to search for that underscore first. It's going to find it and then only replace it. So in this particular example, we don't give it a start position. Let's take this one for example. They've written it in shorthand and they've put an X instead of times. So over here we're saying replace A8, start number. The X is the 10th position, it's a single character, and replace it with the word times. So let's try this one. There's our old text. Our start number is 10. That's where the X starts. It's 1 character long, and my new text would be the word times. And remember, I'm going to put a space as well, otherwise it's going to be on top of the 3. Close my quote, enter. And there it's now written full hand. And so that's how you use find and replace. In our next lesson, we're going to look at substitute.